Hey team, Browncoat from Koru-Cottage here, and I am bringing you a mega fast review for a pretty fast little game. It's called OnRush, and the story behind OnRush, because it kind of came out of nowhere, is that it's from Evolution Studios' ex-employees. So Evolution Studios made Drive Club for the PlayStation. When they got shut down, they got some of the employees got snapped up by Codemasters, and then Codemasters used them to create this game, OnRush, and it was published independently from PlayStation. So it's a multi-platform game. It's an arcade combat racer, and I've got to say, it's a real double-edged sword for me. To coin a cliche right at the start of a review, it is like heaps of fun and graphically really impressive, and for some reason it still feels like what you would call like a AAA indie title, as opposed to what it's retailing for, which is a full box release $100 game. So I won't labour the point. I'm just going to say it's probably not a $100 game. I don't know, it probably fell into the sweet spot of being a $60 to $70 game, and I'm talking sort of New Zealand, Australian dollars here, not American, obviously. So, long story short, it is a arcade racer with a bit of Burnout DNA in there, where you've got to ram your opposition off the road. There's no weapons or anything like that, but the whole point of the game in every race style is not to win the race. It's not about first place. It's about hard charging, filling your boost meter. That boost goes into points, which goes towards the overall team. So you've got cars on each team. That overall team getting a victory at the end of getting the maximum points. So it's almost like a death match or something like that. There are different game modes inside of OnRush. So this example on screen at the moment is zone control. So essentially get your car in that zone and keep it there, and it'll fill people's boost meter and fill your points gauge. Now, you win your races, you get loot crates that you crack open to new skins on your gear, and essentially each vehicle has multiple skins, and then each vehicle is also has different things it brings to a race. Certain vehicles, like motorbikes, are super fast but delicate on the road, and they can leave a trail of fire behind them that throw off other races. You've got other cars which are big heavy tanks, still fast, but they pour health out and boost out onto other team members. So it's kind of like a class-based system in a racing car game that's not about winning races. It's really weird, but it is a hell of a lot of fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed playing it, absolutely have enjoyed it, but like I said right at the start, I'm not sure if it's a $100 game. It just smacks of a wee bit of smaller teams, smaller development, shorter development cycle. There's not a lot of music, there's not a lot of functionality outside of completing the races and then going into multiplayer. There's ranked games coming later on, but I don't know when. So yeah, look, it's big fun, it's big crashes, and I kind of like it, but you kind of have to take into account that price point. Anyway, I hope you've sort of dug what I've bought. It's an unusual little game to review because it's quite unique, which makes it cool. Anyway, keep an eye out on Koru-Cottage and my YouTube channel for other sorts of coverage for this game, and also some other races coming up. Alright, later.